Welcome. Today we'll be discussing about the zone of proximal development, and it was developed in 1934 by a gentleman named Lev Vygotsky, and it is a cognitive development or social development theory focusing on social interaction. It's been defined as the distance between the actual development level as determined by independent problem solving and the level of potential development as determined through problem solving under adult guidance or in collaboration with more capable peers. And Lev saw this as an effective way of developing skills and strategies, and teachers can also use it for cooperative learning exercises where less competent children develop more um, skills from their more experienced peers. He also believed that the ZPD for a particular task would provide the appropriate assistance would give the student enough to boost their achievement. And ZPD is also synonymous with scaffolding, but he never used this in his writings. But sometimes you'll also see that scaffolding guided learning, or cooperative learning, they're all interchangeable. Um, Scaffolding, there are quite a few different ways to be effective in scaffolding, and that can be by gaining and maintaining the learner's interest in a task. And that's a lot where you could use student choice and targeting the learning to what the students are interested in, making the task simple. You can break down a process into 3 or 4 steps instead of 1 step, emphasizing certain aspects that will help the student solve a problem or create a solution. And it can also control the child's level of frustration. As we know, we don't want a child in the classroom who's frustrated because everything goes out the window then. Um, and the teacher can also demonstrate the task. Now, social proximal development has a lot of educational implications. The teacher's role is basically mediating and letting the children learn actively and using their social interaction, and they're sharing that knowledge with one another and creating conversations in the classroom where learning is going on at their level. Now, scaffolding is a feature of teaching and can include modeling a skill, providing hints or clues, and adapting material or activities. Some things that we need to consider as guidelines for scaffolding instruction. We can assess the current knowledge of students and their experience and scale that academic content to their level. And we can also take into account their social background and knowledge of and make a lovely lesson for that as well. We can relate content to what students already understand or can do and build upon that. We can break the task into smaller, more manageable tasks and giving more feedback. We all love feedback, and when students are given feedback, whether it's by their peers or a teacher or a mediator, they're able to adjust their learning immediately on the spot. We can use verbal clues and prompts to assist students as well. Um, Vygotsky also believed in reciprocal teaching, and that's used to improve students' ability to learn from text. And there are basically four skills that are used there. It's summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting. And that's also used today in the classroom as well. Um, Another current trend is collaborative learning, and this theory plays right into that collaborative learning where students work together and collaboratively learn and feed off of each other and build their level of learning knowledge. And that plays also into more knowledgeable other. And basically, it's somebody who has a better understanding of the concept or maybe a little higher level and kind of explain it to another person. And that can be another peer, or it could be the teacher or the mediator of the classroom. It's important to note also that there are no stages in Vygotsky's ZPD, unlike Piaget, where Piaget had different levels or stages in learning. This is a social constructivist, and it focuses on scaffolding, language, dialogue, and tools of culture. So we're bringing in a lot of cultural background there as well. And language plays a powerful role in shaping our learning. ZPD is an excellent theory, and you should implement it in your classroom.